swear it, your majesty. The elf was scheming with the Black Clouds. The gods be...
Remember this, Nilfgaardians. You'll not defeat the gods. They fear not your blasphemers. Curse you.
Seen so many armed men in my life. Heard them Nilfgaard. Reinforcements from...
A dark shadow suddenly cut across the sky. The Queen instinctively brought her shield up, convinced a Nilfgaardian catapult had lobbed a boulder their way. When the boulder landed in the road ahead, it smashed into splinters and proved an empty barrel.
This is what they cast at us. Barrels. Is this some jest?
Well, they're not known for this.
Niamh stood in her stirrups, squinted, peered into the distance, and let out a hearty chortle. For the barrel had been loosed by neither catapult nor...
I'd be most pleased to sit and observe the entertainment while nipping on sunflower seeds. But duty beckons. So we ride on.
The Queen forbade her force from intervening. She cared not at all for the Nilfgaardians nor the beast. Moments later, the soldiers heard the troll's triumphant roar. Niamh could not help but to subtly smile. If only all her realm's inhabitants resisted the invader so fiercely.
Look at the palisades. The machines of war. Too many to count.
I cannot fathom it. Has Nilfgaard sent all its forces into Lyria?
No, your grace. But a single army.
Gods protect us.
The Queen uttered a juicy curse. Dravagrad stood before them, Nilfgaardians all round it. 3, perhaps 4 battalions of armoured infantry, arbalists and cavalry.
Doomed! We stand not a chance. Nilfgaard outnumbered us twofold. More!
this city of all black-clad filth!
Your Grace, I see the commander. We must train our efforts on him.
Take it anymore.
Very gloire! Army's a waste of time for one like me. Left, right, left, right.
Our ballista, your command.
Alba!
Aye.
Oh, Lyrian lummoxes.
Armor won't say.
Your Grace, there, on the horizon. Reinforcements for the foe.
Off to the front yet again.
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
Brach! Scheiß! In! Try! Off to the front yet again.
Again and again and again. Very gloire!
Her Majesty is Exceptional.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Tuvi ni gloire!
Oh, Rivia!
Quiet! What a Kumasawa here.
Tell me you jest.
One boat's all I need.
Eilherta.
Should have listened to me old lady.
Yes?
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
Estilat Seifel!
Give me a target.
Eilherta.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Yes? They retreat! Your Majesty, the city's ours!
The Nilfgaardians fled in panic, abandoning war machines, shields and arms, even their wounded. The defenders rejoiced.
Hear that, your grace.
I do. No sound, yet rest on our laurels we cannot.
Wall breached. Thrice, your grace. The war's...
The drought of 1258 I remember all too well. I saw famine, what it drives folk to do. A strong army I need desperately, yet not at all costs.
As you command?
The battle we've won. There's just Caldwell, ride ahead to Lyria. Mike Reynard and I will follow with the troops. We shall see...
Maeve's two adjutants bowed and left the Queen to think. She was hungry, sore from the fight, spent.
Golden armor!
Niamh stood surrounded by advisors, discussing, when all at once they heard a mighty thud.
Bloody hell!
They looked to see a cavalryman who'd clearly fallen from his saddle. The men who witnessed the blunder began to jest, only to choke on their laughter, as the wretch, having risen to his hands and knees, began to shake and vomit blood. The medic's diagnosis: poison. In spite of his best efforts, the cavalryman breathed his last that very night. Soon, several other riders.
Milady, a strange boat floated past. Thought it Imperial, but flew not black sails.
Astrologers proclaim Week of the Badger, all Nilfgaardian.
Horns sounded. Niamh recognized them at once as those of the Lyrian vanguard. She drew her sword and prepared to face the invader. Yet coming down upon her...
Reynard, what the devil?
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
The gods are with us!
One boat I need.
Let us put our steel to the test!
give me a time.
For Brad!
We'll ransack your temples! Wipe ourselves on your vestments!
Twitter!
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Morhawk Devarier!
Arbalest at your command. This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
Gods are blowing fair winds the day.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
I promise you a quick death. Can't take it anymore.
You've got stones, wench.
Ugh! Got a bad case of rower's back.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
I'm a voice.
Give us all you got!
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Holger Blackhand's taking on new swabbies. What do you say?
The Skelligers fought hard, fought bravely, brought...
Our health you shall drink, indeed. But with water, not wine, to wash down stale bread. In irons! All of them!
The Skelligers roared and raged, but their protests were for naught. They were prisoners, and
Here the damage seems not so great.
It appears Nilfgaard's not yet turned its forces towards the capital. We're likely to encounter no more than pathfinders and foragers.
So I hope.
Give me a time.
Take it anymore.
Arbalest at your command.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Use this. Not for what you said.
The Nilfgaardian invasion necessitated certain steps. Niamh had dispatched scrolls to her garrison commanders, based upon which they were to announce general musters. She'd hoped that by the time she reached Crydam, fresh recruits would be waiting to join her growing force.
They don't believe in victory?
The Queen rose from behind the table, toppling her chair.
Then let them hear how I smashed the Blacklads at Dravograd.
Quick as can be, the commander gathered all... The townsfolk responded with thunderous applause. Yet...
No will to fight amongst the...
A contract. On a monster. Interesting.
Something's wrong at Abbott's Ravine. I heard whinnies and screams at first. How all's gone silent.
Why ever do...
take it anymore.
One boat's all I need.
Company! Forward march!
On their way to the capital, Meve and company happened one fine day upon a lone rider. Had I been at her side, I would immediately...
Identify yourself, sir, and your intent.
Ake of Denel I am dubbed, and my design I never conceal. The good book says the world is a garden which the gods once conferred. I have sworn ne'er to rest until the day when, with the gods' help,
Who do we spy? A knight-errant?
Just as likely a madman. How goes your hunt?
Monster. Too fair a term by far. And its head, that of a wild cat of Ophir.
Perhaps it will be most prudent, then, to send for a witch...
A witcher? Soulless automaton.
Sir Ake, far be it from me to discourage you.
To defeat this filth alone could be a difficult task, I'll not deny.
We shall help you find and find...
Of course, my lady. Yet what manner of horror is it?
Were it only. 'Tis a beast of a...
Noble lady. I know bestiary is only in part...
You need but look about you, and spot...
Devastating. But you must forgive me, your grace. This struggle between...
A manticore. How great is its appetite? How many men...
It changes.
I see. As now you must. You live to fight evil, injustice, do you not?
The manticore, your grace, must.
Agreed, so be it.
To the north, my queen.
Not a scrap.
Tis in these ravines. The beast is near. I sense it.
At the furthest depth of the winding, gloomy canyon, scouts found the maw of a great cavern. Among the boulders outside, Meve cast a critical eye at her shield. Wood clad in leather and thin plate. Enough to stop a sword, certainly.
And I beheld the beast! Profane horde!
Gods protect us.
A knight! Beware it! Commands it.
Ah!
Left, right, left, right.
Aye.
Again and again and again.
Beware! Its tail flows with deadly venom!
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Ours is not to reason why.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
I'm a more say. Should have listened to me old lady.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
One bolt all I need. Give me a target.
We must thank the gods!
With Ache at their side, the Lyrians fell dramatically. Later, it was said, the beast's dying wail...
Your Grace, many monarchs have I met in my time.
Virile. Now pray reveal, have you made your...
I am not, Your Grace. I can serve only the gods. Yet, I do believe them to be on your side as one unjust...
Then I am content and welcome you in my ranks.
The knight-errant bowed low from the waist. So low, in fact, the gambeson neath his mail creaked. Meve could only hope he would...